What a. We are continuing Dream Daddy.
Welcome. You've got dads.
We last left off on helping Damien with his son. Um, and then Robert pretending to be Hugo's son's dad. Um, that's all I got. That's all I got. We're thinking about Matt and who are we thinking about? Matt and Damien right now. So let's. Okay, so we already did Matt. We already did. We haven't done Robert. We've done Damien. I kind of want to check out Hugo for a sec. So let's just see about Hugo. Okay, middle school teacher, high school teacher, writer of a scholarly of scarlet. Wow, we are just starting off, and I'm already like okay. Writer of scholarly articles on 18th century literature for various esteemed publications. If you're on here to tell me that my son put a cherry bomb in your trash, I know and I'm sorry. On a Friday night, you're most likely to brew some strong tea and paint my miniatures. Okay, so he's a miniatures dude. Okay. And he likes tea. That's cute. Um okay, so if you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, what would it be? A Remembrance of Things Past by Marcel Proust. What are your turn ons? Muscles. We don't have that. We chose the beer belly bod. A little, not beer belly bod, but like a little bit chubbier, like a little bit more cushion. What did you want to be when you grew up? Movie star. What's your favorite movie genre? Documentaries and art history. What's your ideal date? Each of us read a different book on opposite sides of the couch in comfortable silence. I love that. Definitely love that. What do you never leave home without? My glasses. Actually, I forget them at home a lot. Spend a lot of time thinking about. I worry that some people who are against e-readers are more in love with the idea of books than actually reading them. Yup. Yup. Okay. How do I go back? Okay. I don't like Brian at all, but I haven't read his profile yet. Hey, I'm Brian. I spend most of my days hanging out with my awesome daughter and thinking of new ways to grill things. If you like fishing, then we'll get along. Friday night. See how slowly I can how slowly I can cook a piece of brisket. They'd take their fishing pole. Y'all, I can't. Their fishing pole. Turn ons a keen understanding of steak cuts. So this dude loves meat and fishing. What did you want to be when you grew up? Fireman. Okay. Romantic comedies, ideal date, deck building. That's cool. What do you never leave home without? My portable fishing pole. I spend a lot of time thinking about how my daughter is smarter than I am. Next. Uh, we are not going after Joseph, but let's read this real quick. Voted Maple Bay's #1 youth minister for 5 years running. Living in my hometown with my beautiful wife and our 4 amazing kids. If I'm not in church, you can catch me out on the open water, setting sail on the seas of adventure. I love playing guitar and crushing my kids at Candyland. Friday night, lead the community in a fun mixer. Desert Island, my 6 string. Your turn ons, my loving wife. What did you want to be? Your loving wife wanted me to buy her a shot at the local bar, okay? When you grew up, ship captain, movie genre, feel good movies, ideal date, lovely night on the town with my wife. What do you never leave home without? The good books, so like the Bible. We're talking about the Bible, the Michael Bublé. I spent a lot of time thinking about how I can be a better man, husband, and father. Let's check out Craig because that's his like high school or no college buddy. Dad of 3, business entrepreneur, a fitness enthusiast, juggling work, family, and fitness is a tough gig, but someone's got to do it. Friday night, get one last good cardio session in. One thing to take is to Desert Island, a box of energy bars, turn-ons, a sub 6 minute mile, beer pong world champion. What's your favorite movie genre? Buddy cop movies forever. What's your ideal date? Scaling a huge, dangerous mountain for fun? No. Why do you never leave home without? An extra tube of energy gel. I spent a lot of time thinking about my mile time used to be so good. What happened? Have I peaked? Have we looked at Roberts? Oh my goodness. So when the internet gains sentience and decides to destroy us all, you know it'll use this information against us, right? On a Friday night, make a deal in an alleyway, have it go badly. Who's the cop? Was it Giacomo? I trusted Giacomo. If you had... Whew, oh my god. Sir? One thing to take with you on a desert island, a gun. What are your turn-ons? Don't talk to me. What did you want to be when you grew up? A grifter. Movie genre, Italian neorealism. Ideal date, grave robbing. What do you never leave home without? At least 4 knives. I spent a lot of time thinking about, you ever really look into a rabid animal's eyes? Okay, so really just feeling Matt and Damien, but you know, like, what the heck? Let's message Hugo. Drinking too much water can cause water intoxication. Did y'all know that? I knew that. Don't trust anyone who likes their meat well done. True, because, like, that's beef jerky at this point. I navigate to Hugo's dadbook page and type out a message. Hey, Hugo. Great seeing you at the barbecue. Want to hang out sometime? I wait for a few minutes before the computer dings. I'm so glad that... Oh, no. I'm so glad you messaged me, and I definitely want to hang out sometime, but I have a favor to ask. Our class is going on a field trip to the aquarium today, and one of our chaperones called in sick. Uh-oh. Is there any possible way you could come by or replace them? I completely understand if you don't want to or can't make it, but I'm going to be honest here with you here. It's the middle school class. I need as much help as I can get. I think about it for a moment. Man, that's a lot of screaming kids that I'd be accountable for, and they're in middle school. Arguably the worst age to be. Amanda silently trudges into the kitchen and pours herself a bowl of cereal. Morning, Panda. Morning, Pops. Hey, how was middle school for you?
Ugh.
Bad, but nobody likes middle school. It's 3 years of bad acne, crying, and being generally terrible.
Ugh.
Everyone sucks, no self-awareness. It's just a bunch of hormonal teenagers locked in a gross old building for 40 plus hours a week doing long division and starting fights over, I don't know, pizza day, top 40s pop. Middle schoolers should be avoided at all costs. What was your middle school experience like? I'm gonna say I didn't like it. I had my first crush in middle school and I'm still bitter about it. Alexis Stuggs, you hurt me and I'll never forget. What'd she do to you? I stare off into middle distance, remembering the 24 hours that we dated and the 3 times we held hands between class periods. Then I remembered the bitter betrayal, her leaving me for Arnold Birmingham, him making me eat dirt in front of her. I don't want to talk about it. See? Middle schoolers are reprehensible. Wait, why are you asking me about middle school? Oh, Mr. Vega requested my help to chaperone his middle school class to the aquarium. Just wanted to know what I was in for. You get to go to the aquarium? Are you kidding me? The last field trip I got to go on was to the clam chowder factory. They didn't even give us clam chowder. They gave us square pizza at a clam chowder factory. Oh, is that why you won't eat clam chowder anymore? No, it's because Bobby Wellingham threw up into one of the vats of clam chowder and I'm the only one who saw it happen. It haunts me. Right, let's leave a story firmly in the past. Anyway, you should just do it for Mr. Vega. Sounds like he could really use the help. Plus, you get to hang out with cool fish. Amanda, I get kind of weird about aquariums. The ocean makes me nervous. What, are you worried that the whale is going to pop out of the touch tank and swallow you whole? Don't you put fear into my heart. Well, do they have penguins there? Yes, they have penguins there. Then it's settled. Penguins outweigh fear of ocean. I sit back down at the computer and let Hugo know that I'm available. He tells me to meet him at the aquarium and gives me the address. I grab my keys and kiss Amanda on the forehead before I head out. I arrive at the aquarium to find out the school buses have beaten me there. Preteens huddle around their teachers in small groups, yelling at each other and goofing off. Every teacher looks like they're at their wits' end. Hugo jogs up to me looking frazzled. I'm so glad you're here. Hugo! It's been a debacle all morning. We're shorthanded and most of the kids won't stop screaming, as I'm sure you know is the case with all middle schoolers. I lived through Amanda at 12. I'm all too familiar. Great. Well, it's you and me chaperoning a group of 10 kids. They're over here. Hugo walks me over to a gaggle of preteens who are all sitting on the ground playing with their phones. They're not kicking each other like some of the other groups, so we're off to a good start. Can you guys put your phones away? All of the kids look up for a moment to stare at Hugo. They then go on back to texting. At least they're quiet? Too quiet. These guys are up to something. I can feel it. There's no way. They're too busy thinking about not getting food stuck in their braces to pull any stunts. It's middle school after all. We'll see. The classes start filing into the aquarium, and Hugo hands out massive stapled packets of paper to each kid. Oh, this is so vibrant and cute. I like this. These are due at the end of the field trip. Yes, those will be for a grade. No, you can't borrow a pencil. The kids collectively groan and grab sheets from Hugo. What's in the packet? Honestly, it's just busy work so that the teachers can have a moment's reprieve. I think one of the questions asks them to sit quietly for 10 minutes to think about the Great Barrier Reef. Teacher hacks. I like that. Wait, I thought you were an English teacher. What does the aquarium have to do with books? We just did a unit on the old man in the sea. Nothing quite like introducing kids to the futile perseverance of the human spirit by making them pet stingrays.
Yes.
that yes in the background. It gives us time to check out some of the exhibits as well. Come on, they have a phenomenal selection of tropical fish. While the kids sit on the floor and pretend to do their assignments while they text, Hugo and I wander over to a large tank filled with brightly colored fish. Hugo points to a brown and white fish with long spines. That right there is a lionfish. Did you know that their stomachs can expand up to 30 times in size? Wait, is that true? I feel like I have to Google that. Whoa. Their spines are venomous too. Nature is hardcore. You think that's bad? Take a look at this one over here. Hugo points. Okay, so like he's kind of cute though. Like he just like knows stuff about animals and stuff. Like, like little facts here and there. Hugo points to a spiny, grumpy-looking fish hanging out near the bottom of the tank. That's a stonefish, the most venomous fish in the world. And they just like keep it here? Oh, they're relatively harmless so long as you don't step on them. What happens if you step on them? Tissue necrosis. Oh, damn. Cool. Nature is wild. Man, Hugo seems to know a lot about fish. I feel the overwhelming need to impress him. Oh no, here we go. Hey, see that fish over there? That one? Yeah, that's the humphead wrasse. Bro. Okay, so we got the American longfin, the blue-nosed wigglyfish, and the humphead wrasse. I feel like the first one's the only viable answer, but like part of me is feeling funny and wants to do the humphead. Yeah? Did you know that? Whoa, here we go. We got paranormal fish trivia, psychiatric fish trivia, and political fish trivia. Let's do paranormal. This fish sleeps upside down, but contrary to popular belief, is not an actual vampire. That's the vampire fish. Wait, are you serious? Serious as a heart attack. We're talking fish here. There's no time for jokes. That's a clownfish. Right. We lead the kids to another room. Oh, he didn't like that. Does like the little like black aura around him is like, does that mean not vibing with you? Okay, so we lead the kids to another room. Sharks, sea turtles, eels, and other marine life swim around in a massive floor-to-ceiling aquarium. The kids begin trying to take selfies with the sharks. Hugo leaves my side to separate two kids who started fighting over a Capri Sun. I walk around the room reading the tiny little blurbs about different fish swimming inside of the enclosure. After a while, I look around and see Hugo again. He's gazing up at the aquarium in childlike wonder. Oh my god, is this where we fall for him? The ripples in the water cast blue, moving shadows across his face. For someone surrounded by angry, hormonal preteens, he looks completely peaceful. He looks really cute in this light. I hope he doesn't notice me staring. Wow. I walk over to join him. Beautiful, isn't it? Oh my god. Okay, so I'd rather stare at you. We can learn a great deal from Mother Ocean. Or are those two sharks kissing? Let's say I'd rather stare at you. What? Oh, I don't think you like that. Oh no. Hugo turns bright red. Maybe I put it on too thick. You don't like it thick. I mean, I'd rather not stare at you at all. Hugo looks confused. Great save, Pod. I mean, never mind. Forget I said anything. I am suddenly very sweaty. I search around for a fish tank to dunk my head in to cool down. We stand together for a moment, admiring the wonders of marine life. We eventually make our way to the touch tank room, which seems to be the only thing the kids are actually interested in. The tank is filled with a variety of horseshoe crabs, sea urchins, stingrays, and small fish. I stand around the edges of the tank and keep a wary distance from the sea life. Who knows what kind of nefarious plans those horseshoe crabs have for my well-moisturized hands. Okay. What is going on? Maybe Hugo's not it, you know? I'm really still just feeling Matt and Damien at this point. Okay. Hugo rolls up his sleeve and sticks his hand in the water. Don't you want to pet some rays, Pod? Oh, I think I'm good. I think I should just stay over here and admire them from a respectable distance. You know, like, come on, it'll be fun and informative. Don't make fun of me, but I'm scared to touch them. I get weird when there's no glass separating us. I don't know what any of those things are, but I get a feeling they will probably bite me in my delicious hands if they have another chance. Nothing in this tank can hurt you. The stingrays have had their barbs removed. The horseshoe crabs only eat little clams, and the oh no, not the word anemones. We're doing the fucking Finding Nemo shit. Are perfectly safe to touch. Against my better judgment, I approach the tank, slowly dipping my hand into the cold water. I touch a stingray as it glides past me. See? Not so bad. It feels like fun, slimy leather. Things get a lot less scary when you learn more about them, right? I dive my hand back into the touch tank with a renewed vigor for ocean life. I poke at some urchins and feel the hard carapace of a horseshoe crab. My hand brushes against Hugo's as we reach for the same anemone. I pull away, blushing. Hugo smiles at me. Hey, you're supposed to be touching the fish. Sorry, I just get a little carried away Wait. That girl over there looks suspicious. Why is that?
Oh.
Are backpacks usually that wet? Hold on. Susan, get back here. Hugo runs after a middle schooler and catches her before she can make it to the exit. Want to tell me what's in the bag? Textbooks? Want to tell me what's really in the bag? Susan won't budge. I walk over to Hugo and the girl. I think he might need a bad cop. Look, kid. Okay, so we don't have time for games here. That's an easy 5 to 10 in the clink. I'm not afraid to hit a child. Absolutely not. What the fuck? We're gonna say that's an easy 5 to 10 in the clink. I had a bud go down for that once. He came out a changed man. Said he missed the bars. You're not a teacher. You can't tell me what to do. Yes, well, I am. Can you please put the bag down? Next time we won't say please. Susan glares at Hugo for a moment before dropping her book bag on the floor. It lands with a wet slap. We stare at it for a moment before it starts to move. What? Hugo leans down and unzips the backpack. A horseshoe crab frantically scuttles out and across the floor. An employee swoops in, scoops it up, and places it back into the tank. She gives us a disapproving look. Jesus, Susan, what was your plan? I was trying to free him. To where? Outside, where he was gonna die? Susan, go back to your group. We'll discuss this later. Yeah, and hands where we can see him. Susan sulks off, leaving me alone with Hugo. He gives me a pat on the shoulder. Middle schoolers have sticky hands. I doubt that's the first time that's happened here. Or the last. In the next room, we see a variety of smaller tanks. Sea urchins, tiny fish, and a rainbow of beautiful underwater plant life surround us. Look over here. Hugo points to some of the seahorses gathered at the bottom of a tank. One of them is in the middle of giving birth. That's actually the male seahorse. Sort of take fatherhood to a new level, doesn't it? Hey kids, come check this out. There's a male seahorse giving birth. I forgot about that, about seahorses. You know, the male ones and stuff. A low murmur from students. They jump back on their phones. They don't think that's interesting. Fun fact, male seahorses can even give birth and then get pregnant in the same day. What the hell? Man, we thought we had it hard. I wonder if they have to deal with their kids' awkward teenage years too. All, however, many thousand of them. You seem to know a lot about marine life, Hugo. It's not really my specialty, but I do make a point to learn as much as possible whenever I can. I think that learning shouldn't end when we leave school. We should challenge ourselves to find out more about the things we don't understand every day of our lives. Wow, why am I like stuttering? Maybe I need like a little bit of water. Because if you stop learning, I don't think you'll ever be able to grow or change as a person. I love that. Good point. But I still don't trust the ocean. We'll get there. We finally make our way over to my favorite part of the tour, the Arctic exhibit. Do we get to see the penguins? Yes, we get to see the penguins. Hell yes. Ah, cute. Our group of kids run around the exhibits. They won't stop tapping on the glass of the puffin enclosure, trying to get their attention. For at least a few moments, teachers, chaperones, and students alike seem to be having a great time. What was I so worried about? This isn't too bad.
What?
Hugo suddenly grabs my arm. Oh my god, there's a student in the penguin enclosure. Wait, just kidding, it's very bad. Is it one of ours? It most certainly is. Molly Henderson, Susan's friend. I look over to the penguins and see a determined-looking kid crouching behind a rock. She's hiding just out of sight of one of the employees. Over on the side of the enclosure, I see the door to the exhibit ajar. Was it unlocked this whole entire time? We gotta stop her before the staff sees and bans our school for life. Hugo looks around.
Oh no.
I'll create a distraction. Hugo runs towards the puffin exhibit and addresses the entire room. Everybody, 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 I have an announcement. The whole room turns towards Hugo. Here's a few facts I bet you didn't know about penguins. Everybody just stares at Hugo confused. Well, this is my shot. I run into the enclosure and am greeted by a cold blast of air. Psst, hey! The girl whips around to look at me. Her nose is pink from the cold. You can't be in here. Neither can you. I try to... I think that I imagine this. I like fucking middle schoolers who like, it's just like, neither can you. You're not allowed to be in here. Okay, anyways. I try to walk over to the girl, but the ground is so icy that I just end up slipping. I catch myself before I hit the ground, but the girl still laughs at me. Contrary to popular belief, penguins are birds. Birds are traditionally known to fly, but penguins cannot. So I can understand some confusion when we're discussing the birdness of penguins. The crowd is still somehow enraptured. Kid, what are you even doing? I'm letting the penguins go. They deserve freedom. Where are they even going to go? They're gonna live in my closet. Look, I just don't even have the time to argue about this. We gotta get out of here. Not until I save a penguin. Little known fact is that penguins only live in cold climates. With some exceptions. So they don't all live in cold climates if you're splitting hairs here. But did I mention that they don't fly? The crowd is starting to lose interest. I'm running out of time. Either lay down the law, try to relate to her, or bribe her. We're going to try to relate to her. I think back to the time I released all the feeder mice from the pet store. It was a disaster. I was 6, but it was a disaster. Molly, you know, life can be cruel. Money. Give me money. I will give you $20 right now if you leave with me. Molly thinks for a second. Okay, well, give it to me right now. I reach into my pocket and pull out everything I have, examining each bill. Okay, well, I have $12 and some change. Also, there's a button here. Is that enough? Pay me with the other 8 later and we have a deal. We moved a shake on our arrangement before I suddenly realized there's a wave of penguins on their way out of the enclosure. We're gonna have to block these birds. We got a mini game, bitch. What am I supposed to? What controls? Oh, okay, okay. Okay. I was like, why? Oh. Oh, please don't fail. Can I spam this? I can spam this. Okay. Oh my god. Go back in your enclosure. Please. Please. Ah.
Bribe that team.
Bribe that teen? What's going on? Oh, okay, cool. I won. Mission complete. I was a little bit nervous there. Penguins escaped. 0. S tier. Use your hips when throwing. Phew, glad that's over. Just in time, too. Oh, just in time, too. Looks like Hugo's wrapping up his divisionary penguin speech.
Hey.
And that's why I think that penguins are one of the best animals in the world. A few people in the audience clap out of sense of duty. Everybody starts dispersing. Hugo spots us from across the way and runs over.
I don't know.
Molly, what were you doing in there? I was liberating animals, Mr. Vega. You realize that the penguins can only survive in Arctic temperatures, right? You would have had a dead penguin on your hands. Well, it was the thought that counts. No, Molly, it wasn't. Molly turns to me. You owe me $8.
Sweet Manchego.
What? I'll pay you later, kid. Molly runs off towards Susan, I suppose, so that they can compare animal thief notes.
Ah.
You're not off the hook, Molly.
Ah.
Pa, did you just bribe a child? I bribed a child. I don't know what she's talking about. And you can't play by the rules when there's penguins. You can't play by the rules when there's penguins on the line. Listen, man, we've all done dark things in our lives. I'm not the young, bright-eyed youth I used to be. That person believed in a world where you wouldn't have to bribe children to save a penguin. The me today knows different. I only wish I could go back. Let's just get through the day and get out of here. With the day finally coming to a close, the whole field trip is ushered through the gift shop, and we make our way back out to the school buses. As we leave the aquarium and the kids load onto the buses, Hugo pulls me aside.
Oh.
Hey, Pod. Thank you so much for helping out today. You're a lifesaver. It was no problem. It was actually kind of fun.
Ah.
Let me take you out next time to make it up for you. You like cheese boards? We love a charcuterie board. I love charcuterie boards. I'm all about charcuterie boards. There is nothing on earth more satisfying than a good charcuterie board. There is nothing on earth more satisfying than a good charcuterie board. Not the wet and the eggplants, bitch. Shut up. Ugh. Oh my god, you like that shit. Okay. Great. Well, I gotta go make sure the kids don't steal anything else. See you around. I walk inside to find the house empty. I wonder where Panda's at. Before I know it, Amanda pops in through the front door. What you up to tonight? Just doing some homework. How was the aquarium? It was an adventure. Some kid tried to steal a penguin.
Aww.
We've all been there. I had to run in and grab her before any of the employees saw. You got to go into the penguin enclosure? Did you steal a penguin for us? Amanda, no penguins were stolen thanks to the valiant efforts of myself and Mr. Vega. It was nice getting to spend some time with Hugo, though.
Huh.
I'm surprised he helped complete a covert op. He's usually kind of a what?
Huh.
Kind of a stick in the mud? He's actually pretty cool. I had a good time with him. Alright, too much adventure for me today. I'm gonna go rest my eyes. You mean take a nap? There is a difference. You'll learn when you become a father. When you become a father. Date complete. Okay.
Wow. Just wow.
Wow, just wow. I love that we have water, bad cop, and mustache. The mustache has like so many points and goofy. I love that. We got a B though on this one. I can't remember what we got on the other dates. All right.
Welcome. You've got
1 out of 3, Asiago Go-Getter. Oh, we have new messages. Hey, are you up to anything tonight? Hugo Damien. Hugo and I were planning to go to the art walk downtown, and we're wondering if you wanted to. If you want. I can't speak. Okay, Hugo and I were planning to go to the art walk museum. I can't even do this. Okay, Hugo and I were planning to go to the art walk downtown, and we're wondering if you would care to accompany us. I would normally write a letter longhand, but I've run out of distressed parchment paper. Distressed parchment paper? Whoa, why can't I see Damien and Hugo's chat? Am I a hacker? But I don't even have a hacker alias. The feds are gonna bust down my door any minute now. I've gotta destroy this computer. Pod, this is a group chat. Oh, thank God. Do either of you guys know how to destroy a computer? One moment. You can run Derek's boot and nuke from a startup flash drive, but once you've done that, it's best to physically destroy the platters altogether. Victorians were well versed in information security. Pod, do you want to go see some art or not? Art is good, let's go see art. See that? Oh, tip number 77, don't smoke. What the hell? We're currently kind of smoking right now. Damien and Hugo invited me to the monthly art walk in downtown Maple Bay. I've never really been to one of these before, so I'm not quite sure what I'm in for. I think I'm here a bit early. I don't see Damien or Hugo around anywhere, and I feel just a little uncomfortable standing among all these fancy art people. Pod? I turn around. It's Joseph. Joseph, what are you doing here? Joseph scoffs at me. What am I doing here? How could you ask me that? I'm obviously a huge art appreciatist. Okay, fine. Damien invited me to this art walk thing. I'm guessing he invited you too. Yep, admittedly a little out of my depth here. Thank God, I thought I was going to be the odd one out. Are you allowed to say that? Say what? You know, thank God. Yep, I actually get double points when I say it since I'm a minister.
Oh.
The points get you into heaven. That's how it works. Anyway, where are the guys? What the hell? Excuse me? Who is this guy? Who is he? I look and spot Hugo and Damien, who seem to have just arrived at the gallery. The gallery. Good eve, good eve, good eve. Evening, friends.
Oh.
Who's ready for some art? You know I am. I have no idea what I'm in for. Art is dead and nothing is real. I'm gonna say you know I am. You know I love looking at paintings that are in frames, also paintings that aren't in frames. Art is good stuff.
Yeah.
Well put, Pod.
Ah.
All you have to know is that if you're ever feeling overwhelmed, there's generally always a table that has free wine and cheese. I like art now.
Oh.
I've got the table at my sides. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go help myself to some tiny wines. So either talk art with Hugo and Damien or get cheese and tiny wine with Joseph. You know, I love a good snack, but like, I don't want Joseph to get the wrong idea, you know, like... I think I need to get cheese up before I delve into art appreciation. Good idea. Appreciating art does burn a lot of calories. Gotta carb up on these crackers. Joseph and I sidle up to the snack table. There's a pretty nice spread of little plastic cups of white wine, some crackers, grapes, and cheese. This is more my speed. We eat a couple of cheese cubes in silence. These are really good. Yeah. I didn't eat dinner. I think I could probably just fill up on snacks if I'm sneaky about it. I already ate dinner, but I will always have room for cheese. I'm going in for more crackers. Cover me. I shield Joseph from the small crowd of mild-mannered art people milling around the room. I don't think anyone's paying attention. We should probably get back to Damien and Hugo. Right. Let me just fill this cup up with cheese first for the road. Road cheese?
Right.
The best kind. We leave the first... I feel like I missed out on something because I went and got cheese with this bitch. We leave the first gallery and walk a few minutes before we reach another one. This gallery is a bit more crowded. Huge paintings of... I'm not even sure. Hang on the walls. Oh. Oh, geez. What am I looking at here?
Oh.
This is abstract art. Oh, wait, this is Avian, sorry. This is abstract art. I think the more important question is, what does this art mean to you? I stare at the painting, concentrating as hard as I can on its meaning. It's a metaphor for the human condition. It reminds me of my childhood. It represents strife. It's a butt. Let's try to be artsy. It's a metaphor for the human condition. It seems to be an attempt to visually represent a universal experience. That's really powerful, Pod. Care to expound on it? With pleasure. These vivid, simple forms communicate a solemnity. This whole entire stream right now is just me mispronouncing words or tripping up on my words. These vivid, simple forms communicate a solemnity. I want to say solemnity, but I know that's not the word. That's not onomatopoeia, That is betrayed by the raw expressiveness of the brushwork, which, in a way, speaks to the essential nature of human experience. Solemnity. Solemnity. How do you say that word? It's like trying to say preposterous. That's preposterous. See, I got it. The scars left by the passage of time and the turmoil of contemporary life are both contextualized and deepened by the rose-colored echoes of pre-Oedipal consciousness. Slow down there, Pot. Yeah, slow down, because what the fuck are you saying? Do us a favor and keep it simple. It's a butt. Everyone stares at the painting. Yeah, that's definitely a butt. While a valid assessment, I can't help feeling your initial judgment may be closer to the artist's intentions. Maybe you're underestimating how much the artist liked butts. You are a servant of the Lord. We're all God's creatures, even butts. Comparing this piece to the artist's body of work, I'm pretty sure this represents the sense of isolation it feels creating traditional abstract artwork in a field that's rapidly moving towards digitization. Wow, how do you figure that? That's what it says on the placard. Oh. Let's look at a few more of these. We walk around the gallery, sampling some more of the artist's work. I almost hate to say it, but abstract art is kind of growing on me. It's interesting that the artists choose not to let their work be defined by, what's the word? Realism. As we're looking at one of the paintings, a patron scoffs loudly. I could do that. Excuse me?
Oh my.
Hugo, not here.
Oh.
No, come back here. The patron walks away, not noticing Hugo fuming right next to him. You say you could do that, but you didn't. You don't seem to have the intellectual depth or the artistic skill to execute a piece even a fraction as impressive as this one. Art is the truest expression of the self, and it seems like your self is bad, so your art would be bad. Hugo's insult game isn't the best, but there's no denying his passion. Damien is holding him back at this point. Friend, he's not worth it.
I don't know.
Hugo manages to cool down. He smooths his jacket.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, I just love art very much. We know, buddy. I pat Hugo on the shoulder. You know what would ease the mood? Is it cheese? No. It's wine and cheese.
Oh.
Co-signed. The four of us head over to the wine and cheese table, which thankfully is grounded in realism and is actual wine and cheese. We got one last stop on the tour. You feeling up for it? Is it gonna be any weirder than this art?
Oh.
It is absolutely weirder than this art. Let's do it. What are we about to see? Damien, Hugo, Joseph, and I walk over to a performance in the street. Several masked performers and leotards undulate wildly on the ground, screaming both at each other and us.
Oh.
So, quick question.
Ah.
Shoot. What is happening? I second this question.
Ah.
Performance art. What does it mean?
Ah.
Again, I pose the very same question to you, Mr. Views. Okay, so we have fear of existence, the very humanity of it being human. They really like screaming butts. Fear of existence. What do you think they're trying to say? I believe it's less about what they're saying and more about why they're saying it. I think there's something special about performance art. With almost every other form of art, music, painting, photography, the artists use their medium as a conduit for their emotions.
Oh.
With performance art, the medium is the artist. It's the purest expression of raw human emotion. It's art. It's art as catharsis. That's beautiful, Damien. So what you're saying is, if I start making really loud fart noises right now, it's art as long as I, like, really mean it? Damien fixes him with a hard stare.
Hey.
I was gonna start making fart noises. Based on the look of your face, that joke isn't gonna play well with this crowd.
Hey.
Ah.
Wise.
Oh.
We watch the rest of the performance as earnestly as we can and clap politely after the dancers scream their way off the stage. Phew, I think I'm all arted out. Agreed. We all decide to walk home together.
Oh.
We make our way back to the cul-de-sac, tiny wine and tiny cheese sloshing around in my stomach. I think what I've learned tonight, and not just what I've learned about art, which was nice and extremely informative, but what I've learned tonight is that when you put a bunch of tiny wine and tiny cheese together, it eventually becomes regular wine and regular cheese, followed by too much wine and too much cheese. The tiny cheese lulled me into a false sense of security. I felt safe with the tiny cheese. Wax wings too close to the sun. Cheese wings? Those would melt in the sun too, and I feel like it's more appropriate imagery. Plus, it'd be delicious. A nice Emmentaler, possibly.
Oh.
Hey, if you guys were painters, what would you paint? I actually dabble in oils. I mostly paint landscapes. I'm not very good, but it's a nice way to pass the time. I think I would focus on personal portraits of people in unique professions, like, for example, luchadors. I think I'd paint boats, seascapes, maybe some lighthouses, mostly boats. Really? Yeah, I'm surprised you're choosing boats in favor of a long history of religious imagery and artwork. What? Boats are cool. What about you, Pod? Food artistry, landscapes, tasteful nudes of the artist. Let's go food artistry. I would probably do still lifes of various foods, bowls of fruit, maybe some bread in there. Would there be cheese involved? See, I thought about that, and no, I can't stare at a pile of cheese for 8 hours without eating some of it, and that would ruin the whole thing. Excellent point. We finally get to the cul-de-sac. All right, boys. Good art. Good art. Agreed.
Hey.
See you guys around? Whether you want to or not, we're all neighbors after all. I head inside to deal with the inevitable cheese over. Practice makes permanent.
You've got dads.
Welcome. You've got dads. You got dads. Alright, so no more new messages right now. Okay, so Matt, we've already done. Damien, Hugo. It's like nighttime, so like Robert, maybe not. Joseph just like isn't really like the vibe, you know? What is this? Can I clone that? These are just old messages. Okay, let's just message Robert. Robert was pretty nice, a little odd, but nice, and ruggedly handsome. We should hang out. I type out a message to him on Dad Book. Hey Robert, good seeing you again at the cookout. Want to grab a drink? I sit there for a couple seconds hoping he'll message me back. Hey, it says that he read my message. I anxiously wait for a response. Watch cat videos on the internet. I start down a rabbit hole of cat videos and Robert quickly vanishes from my mind. I didn't realize how long I've been doing this, but by the time I watch maybe my 30th cat video, Robert pops back into my head. I jump back over to Dad Book to see if he's responded yet. Nothing. Well, I guess the guy's busy. I might as well make the best of my day. I get up, walk to the living room, and then sit down and turn on the TV. Food channel. Ooh, meat hell is on. You have 10 minutes to cook a 5-course meal that must include these ingredients: steak, lemon meringue pie, paper clips, and a hammer. If you are unable to finish cooking, or if any of these ingredients are absent from the dish, we will release the wolves. Not the paper clips and a hammer. Oh my god. I'm not kidding. Please help us. I lose several hours to whatever the hell that was. Sighing, I get up and walk around the house. My stomach grumbles. Time for lunch, huh? Well, I guess it's time for old Chef Views to cook a gourmet delicacy. I walk over to the refrigerator and open the door. Is that really all the fucking choices? Make a sandwich. I make a sandwich in its entirety while standing there. Who needs plates? The Standwich, a lost art. I admire my work for a second before I clumsily drop the entire thing on the floor. No! I look around and remember that Amanda's not home. This is still good. 5-second rule, right? I reassemble my sandwich, peeling pickles off the floor and putting them back where they belong, in my mouth. Wait, I'm a wreck. I finish my snack and walk around the house some more, bored. When's Amanda coming home? Oh, I just remembered something. When we were packing up the old house, we found an old basketball hoop that would hang off of a door. It would really bring the living room together. I wonder where I put that. I spent a couple minutes poking around the new place until I find it. After installing it above one of the doors in the living room, I'm ready to dunk. Come on and slam, if you wanna jam. I take a leap from the free throw line and rocket that sucker down the net. The crowd goes wild. And welcome to the jam. I pull up to the three-point line, breaking ankles and sinking a fadeaway. And I forgot the rest of the words to this song. No look behind the back hook shot. Everyone's on their feet. Something, something, Space Jam. Alright. I managed to just barely defeat myself at horse before Amanda comes home. Then we cook dinner together. We're proud of ourselves for not even coming close to burning down the house. Afterward, Amanda and I dig into a carton of ice cream over an episode of Chopped Toddler Tournament. What you have in front of you is a molecularly deconstructed sweet potato with a brown sugar demi-glace with creme fraiche, of course. This is literally a jar of baby food. The toddler immediately bursts into tears. Are we bad people for watching this? Yes. After a few more episodes, Amanda goes to bed. I check my computer one last time. Still nothing from Robert. But it says he read my message. Is he ignoring me? Eventually I climb into bed to get some rest, but I just can't stop wondering why Robert won't message me back. Alright, fuck him. Date complete. Not bad. We didn't even go on a date with him. Dad snark, paranoia, bar, Mary. What he doing?
Welcome. You've got dads.
What are we doing with Mary? Hello, Amanda's dad. It's me, your friend Craig, who loves sports. I have nice and smart children who are good at computers. And great to hear from you, buddy. What's up? I'm still strong. I'm strong. Ha, don't I know it. Say, I've been reading up about whey protein. You use that at all? I figured it'd help me develop a little more muscle. Yes, I know what that is. My children are having a tea party and they wanted to invite Amanda, but we can't find her on here. You're also invited. Physical invitation to follow. Cool, I'd love to come. I'll let Amanda know. Thank you, Amanda's dad. Attend that party. Oh my god. Coffee time. You know, dads love coffee. Gonna brew myself something black as midnight on a moonless night. I put on a fresh pot and work on a few word jumbles while I wait for it to brew. Hey, this one spells sorrow. Dad, ready for today? I'm ready for every day, sweetie. Gonna tackle it head on. No, are you ready for the thing that we're going to do today? The thing that you promised you'd do? Honey, I already told you that I'm gonna go throw away my Tom Clancy novels. They're just stacked in a living room. I keep bumping into them and knocking them over and you don't even read them. Wait, no, that's not what I'm here about. The tea party, Dad. Nope, I don't remember that. Craig's kids, that hand-drawn invitation. Amanda walks over to the refrigerator and comes back with a hand-drawn invitation on a sheet of computer paper inviting Amanda and Amanda's dad to a tea party. They spelled cordially wrong. Just put on some going outside pants and let's get going. I can go outside in sweatpants, nothing's stopping me. Dad, just, I'll see you in a minute. Put on going outside pants. Hello, thank you for coming to our tea party. I do my best bow and present my daughter, who thanks them with a curtsy. This way, please. Briar and Hazel lead us to a small table with tiny chairs. Some are occupied by stuffed animals, and Matt and his daughter, Carmencita, are here too. Matt raises a comically small plastic teacup at me. Hey, dude. How's the tea?
Oh.
The imaginary tea is absolutely wonderful. I taste a hint of lemongrass. Hello, Carmencita. Hello, Mr. Amanda's dad. Please, have a seat. I sit down between Amanda and Matt. I don't think I'm going to be able to get out of this chair.
Hey, dude.
Hi, everyone. I turn to see Daisy and Brian enter into the backyard and take a seat next to us. Sorry we're late. Daisy made me put on my going outside pants. See you, Amanda. Just let it go. Same, Amanda insisted. Whether at home, with friends, or at a high-pressure social function, you can't beat the comfort of sweatpants. Amen. Thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedules for some high tea. Actually, it's a common misconception that high tea was appreciated by nobles. Dad, shut up. Now, if you all put on your designated tiaras, there are little tiaras sitting on everyone's plates. Well, except for Brian's. His is a softball helmet. Oh, we ran out of tiaras. I don't think this is going to fit me, but I appreciate the thought. Dad, you're royalty. Please act like it. Brian tries to balance the ill-fitting softball helmet on his top of his head, but immediately tumbles off and into the bushes. I'll get that later. Hey, everybody. Craig comes out with a teapot and a tray of sandwich cookies. Dad, is the tea ready? Yeah, it's been, steeping for a while now. Awesome. Would you girls like to serve your guests tea? No, thank you. We'd much appreciate our servants' help. Craig leans over to me. That's me. Craig places teacups in front of all of us and a single sandwich cookie onto each of our plates. He pours some tea into my cup. Awfully fluorescent for tea. I clink my cup with Matt's and take a sip. Good lemonade. It's tea.
Hey.
Right, very good tea. I lean over to Amanda, who's happily enjoying her tea. So, what do we do at tea parties? We enjoy the splendors of upper-class society, Father. She takes a dainty bite out of her sandwich cookie. Marvelous. So, the meeting of princesses has been called to order. Hear, hear. But I'm a warrior princess. I hunt and stuff, and I have, like, a really cool sword. Can I be a space princess? I'll allow it. And I'll be a rock star princess. I'm also a space princess. Can there be more than one? Space is pretty big, don't you think? I changed my mind. I want to be a space princess too. Dad, what are you? Do I get to be a princess? Duh. Well, I guess that makes me. We got History Channel princess, Hacker princess, and Rude Boy princess. I like Hacker princess. I surf the information superhighway on my cyber deck, hacking into mainframes and unleashing havoc on the megacorps of dystopian Neo-Metropolis. I also rollerblade everywhere. I think I'll be a landscaper and general contracting princess. Barista princess reporting for duty. Hey everybody, CrossFit Princess here. The CrossFit Princess has me dead. Not now, servant. If it weren't for the Princess Uprising, it would be you serving me. We sip tea for a little longer, and then the girls run off to fight dinosaurs as space rock star warrior princesses, I think. They grow up so fast. It was like yesterday that I was helping Amanda throw her own tea parties. Did she make you a servant too? You betcha. Carmencita made me actually brew tea for her as pitfalls of owning a coffee shop. Pitfall, your custom blends are amazing. That hibiscus one you gave me a while back was choice. Aw, thanks. It's really nice that the girls are getting along. Yeah, I'm really glad we moved into this community. We are too. Amanda's been kind of a role model to them, you know? I hadn't even realized that. I don't even know if Amanda does either. But I guess they're right. All of the girls in the neighborhood look up to her. She seems to go out of her way to play with them. I'm so proud of her. You better not proud dad cry at this tea party, Pod. I brought extra word jumbles if anyone wants to kill some time while the girls play. The day rolls on and the girls all get tuckered out. Amanda spends the whole day playing with them and taking their pictures, promising that she'll send them the best ones later. We all clean up and help put away the tea sets on... Okay. We all clean up and help put away the tea sets and tables, then head out as Daisy and Carmencita falls asleep on their dad's shoulders. Oh. Take care, guys. Thanks for coming. Bye, Hacker Princess. I love that. You want dinner? No, I filled up on cookies. Me too. I'm tired. Dude, same. Playing with a bunch of little kids who all simultaneously want your attention and approval is surprisingly exhausting. But in a good way, but also in a kind of scary way. How so? I feel like I gotta be on my best behavior for them. I don't want to let them down. Is this because you still feel bad about dropping the F-bomb in front of your cousin that one time? Hey. I corrupted her dad. She secondhand smokes now. All those kids are... those kids really look up to you. I'm glad they have you as a role model. Shucks, Pops. I ruffle Amanda's hair. Oh, I thought there was going to be more there.
Welcome. You got dads.
But Robert, though. Who we gonna message next? Who? I'm thinking maybe like Craig. I don't want to message Brian at all. Like, not one part of me is like, message Brian, message Brian. I think I want to like maybe Matt. I actually might save this for another day. Kind of. It's a lot of talking. Ooh. Alright, well, this is the end of this session right now. Maybe we'll actually know who we want to go on a date with or just message in general next time. Because I kind of want it to be Matt. So let's go ahead and save this. Get back to the title. But yeah, thank you for joining me for another session of Dream Daddy. And I think it says that it takes about 5 hours to complete this game, but like more if you're a completionist, which I don't think I'm going to be a completionist with this game. Unless I play it like again, like speed run, but yeah. Alright. Thank y'all for joining in. I will talk to y'all later. Have a good day, evening, night, morning, whatever. Yeah. Bye.